Hey, what's up YouTube? Dope as Yola here. Hope you're having a dope day. Welcome back to the channel. Today on the Adventures of Yola channel, it's going to be story time. You guys have been constantly asking for this ever since I mentioned it in the very first episode, the wrestling stories. And I know right now, if you've ever wrestled, you're already going to connect with these stories so much more. If you have ever wrestled or known anybody that's wrestled, wrestling is such a different sport. It's an individual sport. Everything relies on you. There is no team to go, well, he messed up. Well, if he did better. No, it's literally all on you. Did you train? Did you make weight? Did you practice enough? It's just stressful. 100%. It's an anxiety the entire time. No matter how good you are, no matter how much you practice and how much you thought it out, you're gonna be nervous. So guys, let me take you back to the very, very, very beginning of wrestling, WWF. My entire life, guys, I have loved wrestling. Ever since I was a kid, I've met some of my good friends because they had a wrestling shirt on at school. Go, oh, you like Triple H too, huh? If you see a kid walking by with a Stone Cold shirt, you automatically know that kid's probably cool. When you're a kid, you can connect. Oh, your name's Thomas too? Best friends. Like I said, when I was little, I was hooked. I had the tapes, the VHSs of like Andre the Giant, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, all that crazy stuff. When Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant, first time anyone's ever done that in history. Slammed him down, pinned him. It was the... Dude, when Hulkamania hulks out, it makes you at home, you hulk out too. So when I was like 5 or 6, I always thought, my dad used to wrestle in high school. I had some cousins that wrestled. It's gonna be really fun. But I didn't really know that wrestling at school is not like wrestling I watch at home. The wrestling I watch at home has costumes and bad guys and people hitting each other with bats. At school, you're just wearing tights, rolling around with guys. And it's not nearly as fun. So yeah, I was thinking about, oh, high school, what am I gonna walk out to? What song am I gonna have? Am I gonna wear a mask? Like, I really thought these things as a kid, like, what's gonna be my alter ego? My bubble was burst so bad when I realized, like, wait, you all have to wear the same stuff. So when I was a kid, I told my dad I wanted to wrestle, and he started showing me, like, real wrestling, like sprawling, a headlock. I'm like, this is boring. I don't know. Show me how to slam. I want to do somersaults. I want to jump off the turnbuckle. Where's all that stuff? So he went into full detail and explained to me it's not like that. There's Greco-Roman, there's regular collegiate wrestling. And I'm like, yeah, all that sounds boring, but I guess I'll do it. First story I ever heard about wrestling scared me to where I didn't want to ever wrestle. My dad was on the wrestling team, but as you've watched the football story times, my dad's story times, he was always working. Even as a kid, my grandma and grandpa made him work, so he didn't get to really do a lot of sports. Wrestling is one sport he did get to do. He did it 1 year. He did it in freshman year. He said the very first match he ever went up to, and remember, when he told me this, I was 6 years old, so when I heard him, like, oh, never. He said some guy on his own team went up to wrestle a guy, I think from Los Banos or something. In the middle of the wrestling match, he said the guy crapped his pants from the other spot, crapped his pants, and it went all over while they were rolling around, and they had it all over them, and the guy from Merced High forfeited and left. He was winning, but he got so disgusted, he just walked away and went home. You can crap your pants while wrestling? Oh my God. So guys, I knew 6th, 7th grade, I was gonna start wrestling. I knew that was the time I could start doing it for the school because in 5th grade, they don't have that. So until then, it was me and my uncle, me and my cousins just wrestling, doing WWF stuff, like doing the pedigree from Triple H, you know, just clotheslining off the couch, whatever we could, we were doing. You guys already know my grandma lives in the country, so me and my uncle Carlos, you guys know that, he's younger than me. My grandma had my uncle 4 years after I was born. So my uncle is 4 years younger than me. What we would do was get the guest mattress when no one was around, all at work doing truck driving. We get the mattress from the guest room, we put it outside, and we just do wrestling moves on each other all day. The reason we went outside, so we could jump off the tree for elbow drops. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could jump off of stuff, but in the house, we'd break something. So we knew, let's just go outside. But when I was back at home, guys, like I told you before, if you're on my Instagram Live, you've heard the story. Matt and Jeff Hardy were some of my favorite wrestlers. So when my mom would leave to work, I would get all the pillows, all the cushions, everything in the house, and I put it right in the middle of the living room floor. I would stand on top of the couch and do my whole, all right, you know what I mean? I was like 11 or 12 and I'd jump off, boom! I'd grab the biggest pillow, pretend I'm slamming it. That's why I had all the pillows, so I could just land on them and not get hurt. And then I would do the Swanton Bomb, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. If you remember, they would jump off the turnbuckle, hold it, and then do a flip onto the guy. So after months and months of being left home alone, like my whole life, I would just keep doing it. I got more and more reckless. The more I successfully did stuff, the more reckless I got. So here we go. I'm on the couch. My mom just left to work. She just literally, I watched her drive off and I got all the pillows. I would do it every day. I was bored. So, you know, I'd jump off, flip onto my back. Jump off, flip onto my back. And I don't know what came over me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna hold it as long as I can and I'm gonna tuck at the end. So I jumped off, here's the ground, and I went to tuck and I landed right on my top of my head and my neck just went, I heard pop, and I fell. And when I fell, I couldn't feel like from my chest down. I couldn't feel anything. And when I couldn't feel it, I just started like to cry. I remember I started like tearing. I was a little kid. I was just tearing, and I remember thinking, oh God, my mom just left to work. I'm going to be stuck here for hours, dude. My sister, she's in her room. She's never going to come out. Even if she saw me hurt, she's not going to help me. She hated me. So I knew like the only chance I had is when my mom gets off of the night shift. Like, that's it. So after about 20 minutes, I'm not kidding, guys. I was thinking, what's life going to be like in a wheelchair? Like, I was thinking all these things, like, oh, my neck is broken. I can't move. I can't feel my back. I was genuinely, I was scared. I was so scared. Like I said, I started crying. What happened was like in football, when you get a stinger and you just like, not paralyzed, but you like lock up for a second. That's what happened to me. I knocked the air out of me. I couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't feel my chest. I freaked out. I was a little kid. I got back up and I kept doing it. The second I was done and I felt better, I kept doing it because I'm an idiot. All right, guys, here we go. The day I've been waiting for my whole life. It's 6th grade wrestling tryouts. I don't know about your school, but Tenaya Middle School in Merced sucks. Why they chose to do this to these kids, I have no idea. Even now as an adult, why would you do that? They had the entire wrestling tryouts. Either you make it or you don't. They did all of that at lunchtime, which is okay, in the lunchroom. In the middle of the cafeteria, they moved all the benches for everybody to eat. Everybody had to eat on the sides, and we all wrestled for our spot in front of the entire school. If you didn't make it, everyone saw you not make it. It was very embarrassing for people. I remember thinking, I really don't want to lose in front of the whole school. So there it is. I'm in the 6th grade. I wrestled 135s in the 6th grade. I had no chance against these giant 8th graders like going through puberty. I was a little kid. You have to remember, I'm a year younger in my grade. So when I went into senior year, I was 16. I turned 17 in senior year. So going into 6th grade, I was probably 11. Around there, I was a little bit younger than everybody else. And you guys have heard this kid's name. This kid, Brandon. Remember the street fight story where I had to beat this kid up? This is the same kid. This is the day I met him. So remember, everyone has full regular clothes on. We have regular clothes. What a ghetto school, man. They made us try out for wrestling in regular clothes. So there I am in jean shorts, waiting to hopefully get a kid my size. So it's finally my turn. I stand up. I'm going out for JV, and there's varsity. So there's only 2 kids in my weight class, including me. It's just me and another kid. Go up. We shake hands. He already is like not friendly. I've never met the kid, never talked to him. He's already not being nice to me. So I'm thinking, all right, I have no remorse if I hurt you. Okay, let's go. So I shake his hand. We do the whole thing. My dad, my whole life, I know what's up. I'm about to lock you up, grab your arm, and I'm going to dip you. And I mean, that's the first thing going through my mind is like, how hard can I throw you in the air? Because my dad has showed me this. And like I said, when I was a kid, I was insanely strong. Unrealistically strong for being a little kid. You guys know that. I was 15, benching like 320. So I grab this kid, I lock him up, just like I thought. I flip him over my shoulder, lock him up, squeeze him. I remember he turns bright red, and I pinned him 7, 8 seconds flat. I remember thinking, ah! The kid gets up and I could see the resentment. You know, like a movie when one guy gets embarrassed, you're like, watch out for that guy in the movie. He's going to come back. He looked at me like he was going to shoot me one day. And then I thought, I don't care. I just won my headgear. For those of you out there that have wrestled, has this ever happened to you? If this has happened to you, please leave it in the comments. We try out, we do practice, you know what I mean? Like Hell Week where you have to sweat it out, work out nonstop, conditioning. You're supposed to wrestle some schools, right? Wrestle teams, wrestle other stuff. Nope, not Tenaya. For some reason, we went right into a tournament. So I get there, my very first match, guys. My first match is against some Asian kid, Tongan. His name's Tongan something. The second I went, I shook his hand. I just forgot everything I was going to do. No joke. In my head, I went, how does that happen? I have a great memory and I forgot every step my dad just showed me. Pinned him in the first round, super hyped. The ref put my hand up and I remember he has his hand on my wrist. And I remember looked up at it like, wow, I just won. Oh my God. I walked to the side. My coach like, good job. And I'm like, ah, you know, I'm hulking out. I've watched wrestling my whole life. I just pulled some Hulkamania stuff. Like, I did good. But remember, it's a tournament. It's not just one match, guys. There's multiple matches. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I see my second match. I see his name, Sean. Putting my headgear on. You know, I'm getting ready. I'm stretching a little bit because the guy's right there. The guy in the weight class below me is wrestling right in front of me, and then it's my turn. So I get to see who I'm wrestling. The kid is 6'2", maybe 6'1". I'm in the 6th grade. I'm not exaggerating when the kid would look like a full-grown man. I'm looking at him like, no, dude, why? Why today? Because I was already hyped. I'm thinking, please give me someone my size so I have a chance so I can win a gold medal. If I beat this guy, I win the first place. Please, dude. You know, as a kid, you know, like you're already thinking, oh, when I win, I'm going be hyped. I'm gonna run off. I'm gonna imagine myself showing my friend. You know, you're going through the whole like movie highlight reel in your head. So the second I saw him, all that went away. I'm just like, man, this isn't fair. Why is he in my weight class? Like, Jesus, I need to lose weight. I see how big the kid is. I'm nervous. I walk up to the little check-in station. If you know, you have to walk in, tell them your name, your weight class. They go, okay, cool, you're up. I go tell the kid my weight, going for first place. The guy straight goes, what's your name for real, man? And I go, Thomas Arajo. I'm trying to go for first place, 135. He goes, oh, that's you. Good luck. Like a movie. Like he straight dissed me. He dissed me because I was a little fat kid. So we go up there. He shakes my hand. The guy literally bends down like this to shake my hand. Remember, I was 4'11" until I hit 9th grade. We go out there. I shoot for a one-leg takedown. I take him down instantly, and I can hear, and I'm like, wait. What? You know what I mean? Like he's making noises like, oh, come on, come on. I'm like, how old are you? He's talking like a kid. You know, little kids are like, oh, come on, I gotcha. That's what he was doing to me. I kind of thought maybe he was slow and I felt bad. I had him down. I was trying to pin him. He was, bring it on, bring it on. So the first round's over. I'm winning in points. I am shocked. I can't believe I made it a round first off with this giant guy. And then I'm sitting there thinking more and more like, I don't think he's slow. I think he's just kind of a dork. Go back to the second round. He's losing in points and I was in position. So I start on top. So right when we go, I flip him over and I cradle this kid. You know what I mean? When you get two legs and the back of their neck, and I start trying to cradle him as much as I can. I dip back, pinned. I pinned the kid, and I remember how fast I stood up, like waiting for him to raise my hand so I could just go to the sideline and get my medal. Like I was so excited. He looked like he was gonna cry. I go straight to the sideline. I go get my medal. I go right to the check-in station. I go, hey man, like that? And I walk straight away from the guy. I remember like a move. I felt so baller. Like, yeah, you see this? Gold medal. And I walked away from the check-in stand. All weekend I talked about it. I brought my gold medal to school, showed my homies like, look, the kid was 6'1". You know, that's like me, like, so the kid's 6 foot tall, right? And I have no chance. Like, I'm telling this story in 6th grade. So there it is, Monday. I'm showing my friends. I'm all hyped. I got all the confidence in the world for these next matches. Boom, school matches. We're gonna go Hoover, you know, Rivera, Crookshank, all the schools in my town. Then we go out of town. 3 weeks in a row, I got pinned in the first round. Every single guy smashed me. First one I went into, I had super confidence. First match after that tournament, all the confidence in the world. I went out there, shook his hand like, yeah, what's up, man? Boom, he flipped me over, pinned me. I had no chance. I'm strong. That kid was stronger. You gotta remember, I'm wrestling all the 8th graders. I'm a 6th grader, a year younger than myself, going into the 8th grade class. I got smashed on. Couldn't have been sadder, guys. I was just pitiful, man. Weeks and weeks go by. I finally win a match here and there. Like, I'm starting like, all right, I need to work on stuff. I can't just hope to win. I have to actually have a game plan. Second term of the year is the last term of the year. I win 3rd place. I won 1 match, then I lost 2 in a row. 3rd place, I was done. Fast forward, 6th grade year is done. Here comes 7th grade year. I've grown a half an inch. Nothing has changed. I'm the same kid. I'm just as short. Here we go. So after me doing pretty good the 6th grade year, my dad was really like, you guys already know from the story times, like my dad was too hands-on when it came to sports, and he didn't really know what he was talking about. You seen the football story time? He never played football, and he's over there getting us penalties. You've seen it. So my dad's showing me all these moves, and he shows me this. He's like, all right, it's not really legal, but it's not illegal. And right off the bat, I'm like, oh God, what are you going to say to me now? Because it sounds bad already. When you're like this, you're about to get locked up, you go like that. I'm like, Dad, what? He goes, yes, you smack them in the face. Not like hard, but you like, and just drag it across their eyes. I go, why? He goes, because it's annoying and it stops their vision. So when you do that, you double leg. I'm like, oh, you're smart. All right. So it's kind of like a, hey, and you sneak on them. But 7th grade year, I got a little more serious. I got more of like, all right, I'm crouching down. I'm like getting on the one knee, pretending to one leg shoot. You know what I mean? I was trying to get all fancy with it. I was trying to win. First 2 matches, I got smashed on. Remember, I'm now heavier. I'm in the heavyweights class. I think I was 155s when I was in 7th grade. So I was wrestling the even heavier kids now. So when I got to 7th grade, I'm wrestling 8th graders no matter what. 3rd match, here we go. Here's the one. I'm finally there. I'm stretching. It's at Tenaya. All my actual homies are there to watch. Like, I'm hyped. I'm like, yeah, today I'm going to smash. I'm going to do a double leg. I'm going to win. Today's the day I decide I'm going to do my dad's face slap eye stuff. You know, I'm going to try it out today. And this is one of my favorite stories because I was one of the times I genuinely got scared. I feared for my life for a second. So the guy's still wrestling in front of me. I'm next. I'm taking my stuff off. I look across, you know when you play sports, even when you play football, you're like, oh, I hope that's me. I hope that's my guy. I'm gonna smash. You know, and that's what I'm doing. I'm like staring like, who's next? Who's next? Who's my guy? Are you serious? Are you kidding me, dude? This Mexican kid stands up. What Mexican kid, what Mexican parents created this kid? I don't know. It's like Lou Ferrigno's son, like the Hulk. I don't understand. This kid stands up. He's like, not that tall. He's about 6 foot, shaved head. I can see his eyes from across. They're green eyes. I'm like, Mexican with green eyes? This fool's got superpowers already. What's gonna happen, man? Takes his shirt off for his singlet, and the fool's a Ninja Turtle. I mean, he's cut and rocked. He's not flexing. He's just standing there. You know those kids that are just buff for no reason? Okay, God. So we get up to the mat. We're about to shake hands, and that's when I got like just petrified. This fool had a stubble. He had a stubble on his chin. I shook his hand, and I remember thinking, pretend like you ain't scared, fool. And I shook his hand, and we started doing this. And right when I did it, I could slap him. And I did the eye thing. I just did it soft. I did it, and I could see him like get like all prepared. I'm like, oh, that he didn't like that. Okay. So I went like that. I moved around. He did a double. He tried to shoot for a double leg, and I like sprawled out. And he didn't get it. And I'm like, whoa, I got away from that one. All right. So we're going again, and I do it again. But I go like this. I like kind of popped him on the head. I go, oh, my bad. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, he's already upset. I slapped him twice. Let's get this one and do the double leg. So I did not do this on purpose. I swear to God. I just went to try to do it, you know, do the eye thing. I don't know what happened, but I went like this, and I just slapped him across the face, guys. I know the ref even went like, what was that? I slapped him in the face. I felt so stupid. And I slapped this kid in the eyes, and I could see like that's the look he gave me, like, all right, I know you're small, but this is done now. He walked over to me, grabbed me by the back of my neck, got one leg, and like didn't dip me. He just like slowly slammed me down and like was staring at me and just pinned me. Good match. He goes, good job, man. And I walked away like, I slapped him so hard I thought he was gonna punch me in the face. I was so scared for my life. This guy was huge. I was a little kid. I didn't mean to slap him, and I slapped him in front of the whole school. Let's fast forward like a match or two, right? We're about to wrestle Crookshank. Crookshank is on the other side of town. If you guys remember from the other story times, from about 4th or 3rd grade till about 9th grade, I was in the GATE program, Gifted and Talented Education. I'm super smart. Don't know why. We were in the Krell Boynes class from Malcolm in the Middle, the exact same thing. That's why I was so connected with that show, because I was Malcolm. Like, I'm stuck in a class I don't want to be in either, and all my homies are out there. So the reason I bring it up, 4th and 5th grade, I had a class with this kid named Philip Souza. Philip Souza is one of my good friends. Ever since then, we used to ride bikes when we were kids. Before half of that part of Merced was even built, we used to ride through dirt, like dirt bike jumps. 4th and 5th grade, fat kid, just like me. He's a fat white kid. He's drinks soda. He plays games. He's just an out of shape kid. 6th grade, he wrestled. Fat kid, super heavy, same thing. Fast forward to 7th grade, we show up at Crookshank to do our wrestling match. I see Philip, and I cannot believe my eyes. I am shocked, and I already know, like, you're in my weight class, aren't you? I see Philip, and this fool hit puberty during that summer. And I mean, when I say that was the most rocked out little boy I've ever, he was a solid, like Tank Abbott. Remember Tank Abbott from UFC? But buff. He's just like, hey, what's up? I have a stubble now. What happened to you? You were fat like me. We're just playing games. I don't see you for a year. And now you're a man? So I look at the lineup. Yeah, Philip Souza, yeah, you're in my weight class. Oh, we're wrestling each other today. Sick. Me and Philip know each other well. So like when we go to shake hands to wrestle, like we're like, what's up, man? Like we're friends. We are friends. This is also a wrestling match. I'm not going to try to let you beat me. And I know you're not going to try to let me beat you. But I didn't realize how unrealistically strong this guy had gotten over the summer. Like he really hurt me, dude. Like I had no chance. We go up, we start. Philip grabs me like chest hug and just dips me, knocks all the air out of me. I try to move, pins me. Within the first 40 seconds of the match, I lost. I was done, and I remember I'm laying on my back. He helps me up like that, like nothing. He's like, are you all right, man? I'm like, I'm all right. Good job, man. And I walk back like, and I just sit down. I'm just mad. I'm like, damn, Philip, why'd you do that to me? A month later, we're wrestling Crookshank at Tenaya. So I'm like, all right, gonna redeem myself. I hope Philip gains some weight or something because I don't want to wrestle him again. Nope, Philip in weight class. We're talking before. Hey man, sorry about last time. Blah blah. Oh, dude, we're wrestling, man. Why'd you get so strong? How'd you lose weight? Like I'm asking, like you were as fat as I am. What happened? Like I'm trying with my friend. Like dude, I don't want to be fat no more either. What'd you do? So we go up again. We're wrestling. This time I try to double leg takedown. I almost get him down, and I can see Philip like, whoa, okay, let's go. So we start wrestling. Bro, when I say he's that strong, he's that strong. He just yanked me up by my neck and head. And when he dipped me, I landed on my back. All the air knocked out of me instantly. I landed like halfway like this. So I like, I just couldn't breathe. And Philip just popped up. Instantly, I could see him like almost cry, like, oh my God. And he looked at his coach like, come here. When he dipped me, I couldn't breathe at all. I tried to inhale. There was nothing coming in. I lost it. I might have even started tearing up. I don't remember. I just remember like, you know what I mean? When little kids get the wind knocked out of them, they think they're going to die. Okay, guys, this next part to this day is still the most embarrassing thing that's might have happened to me. One of the last matches of the year, my grandma comes and my dad. My dad doesn't show up to any of my stuff. Like I said, when we were younger, my dad was not really there that much. My dad and my grandma, his mom showed up. She doesn't show up to anything. She came to come watch me. It's the last match of the year. I'm thinking like, yes, I'm going to win today. I hope it's not Philip again because we're wrestling Crookshank. My grandma's here. My dad's here. Yeah! And before the match, I told my dad, like, that's Philip Sousa. He goes, what? Because my dad knows him too. We play football. We know each other from school. My dad knows Philip. He just like, well, he got big. I'm like, yeah, Daddy's as big as you. What happened? So we go up. I shake Philip's hand and like in my head, like, do not get slammed. Don't lose in the first round. Let's do this. I shoot for a double leg. I get it. And he just like puts his weight on me. So I didn't get it. I wrapped him up, but I didn't take him down. I get on my side and I'm going to try to pop up, right? So right when I get on my side, I try to move his body with his arm. He just does this. Wraps my arm. So my arm's behind my back. He's behind me. He's got my arm like this. So I'm like, oh my God. Remember, I'm on my side. My dad and my grandma are right there. They're in the stands. It's a cafeteria we wrestle in. They're right there. I'm on my side. I could see them. So I'm like, oh God, okay. I try to move and I try to move this way. And when I do that, he hooks this arm. I'm on my chest. I'm now on my chest with both arms behind my back like a child. I'm on my chest like this, on my chest, trying to move. But I have both feet spread out so he can't flip me to pin me. I'm stuck staring at my grandma and my dad. He's holding me down like a kid. I can't move. He can't move me. I'm just... This is my life now. Bell goes off. Boom. Second round. I don't know how it happened. I am in the same exact position on my stomach, 2 arms behind my back. I think as I realized, oh, you can't move me if I'm like this. So let me just stick here, except I'm flipped the other way. Still staring at my grandma and my dad. The whole match, I am chest, chin, just staring at my dad go. Like my dad's looking at me like, do the things I taught you. Do the stuff I taught you. Like I could see my dad stare at me like, dude. Grandma, first match you ever saw, right? All right, sick. And you guys already know what happened after that. I quit wrestling because I just hated. I hated wearing the outfit. I was super fat. I didn't want to wear like, you know what I mean? Even though I go like, yeah, that fat kid's got a super tight outfit on. Like, that's what I would think too. Like, I didn't want that for myself. I did not want to be that guy. So I just said, I'm not going to wrestle anymore. And I stopped wrestling. I think that was the last match I ever did. And that was it, guys. Philip, I still talk to Philip on Instagram. I know you're going to DM me when you see this. Yeah, fool, you remember when you did that to me? It was terrible. But yeah, I don't know if you knew, but my grandma and my dad were staring at me the whole time. And it was the worst. But a lot of my family members have wrestled. My dad, like I said, he had to work, so he didn't really get to do it all. But shout out to my cousin Jojo. My little cousin Jojo just won the freaking state championship for Merced College. The first person to ever win in our town, the state championship. You're the man. So those are my few years of wrestling. Really fun. Did not turn out like WWF at all. I was not the Hardy Boys. I was not Goldberg. None of that happened. If anything, I was JR, and I did nothing and just watched. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Before you get out of here, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. There's no cussing or smoking, so please share this story. You can share this on your page, share it with everybody. It's completely 100% not shadow banned, not demonetized. Thanks, YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I also have a vlog coming out. The second that this video is over, probably the day or the day after, I'll have another video out. Many more videos coming to the Adventures of Yola channel. Guys, we're about to get the warehouse. We're about to get everything started. I'll have way more room to actually film. Like, this room is fun, but a warehouse would be way cooler. Follow my Instagram, The Adventures of Yola, for more updates. So much stuff's on the way, guys. So much more Push Tree stuff. The Push Trees drop. The next one is in August. I've already paid for it. It's already on the way. Get ready. So, pushtrees.com, dopeasyola.com. Go check it all out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Dope as Yola. Have a dope day. All right. Now we're about to go film a video for Dope as Yola channel.